actually, from here on out, it's Fatima Fernandez. And I just wanted to come on live to launch my statewide movement called Harmony Party. So I'm building a Harmony Party. This Harmony Party is not just another version of the broken system. We're a covenant movement. And if you know what a covenant is, it's a contract built on restoring faith, freedom, dignity, and truth. We're tired of politics that divides. We are tired of leadership that forgets families. It's time to build something better, something grounded in what made America great in the first place: covenant, community, and courage. That's what made America great. And how do I plan to execute this new party? With a lot of prayer, a lot of faith, and a lot of hope. We're not just talking about change, we're talking about moving. Over the next few months, I am personally traveling to 8 congressional districts in Colorado. I'm going to be meeting with voters, listening to families, and building alliances. This right here is a petition form. Once I get it approved, it will be a petition form qualifying as a minority political party in Colorado. We're going to be hosting meetings, listening sessions, strategies, circles, faith and family rallies. This is an 8-district tour, and my basic plan is I'm going to visit as many cities that I can. So after I get this party started and I get 10,000 people to sign the petition form, I will be nominated as the party governor. I will be running officially as the Harmony governor. Hi everyone, how are you? So, my basic tour will be Denver, Boulder and Fort Collins, Western slopes like Grand Junction, Eastern Plains and Greeley, Colorado Springs, Aurora, Englewood, Jefferson County, Northern Metro, Thornton and Greeley. It's going to be a lot of work, but I'm going to do it. And I need your help. I'm going to share my website on this platform. Actually, and I could probably share it right now. On this comment link. I'm still building the website, but I do have a petition form on the website. You're more than welcome to sign the petition, and I will make sure to visit your area and meet you. name a car and edit? That's funny. Anyways, it's nice to meet you, Lupita. Um, my day was great. How was your day? Somebody's supposed to name a car, name one. I'm like, whatever. I'm not gonna name a car. Okay, so I'm gonna go on and I think I'm live. So I don't know. Okay, so how do I look for live? I need to ask you. So if I'm live, how do I know I'm live on my website? Oh, here it is. Hey! There I am. Isn't that weird? I'm looking at myself as I'm interesting. So if I'm here, how do I live chat? Huh. So I guess I can. This is interesting. So, anyways, I'm not really sure how to do this. But so that's what I'm planning on doing. I am introducing the new Harmony Party, and I will be sharing the link on the comments below after this video. Also, I wanted to let you know that at the Capitol, something that turned up for me um, this last month. I'm a paralegal and I do family law, immigration law, and personal injury. I'm also a certified mediator and I try to help people heal. Hi, how are you, Adam? And I try to help people heal instead of not just um, mediate their agreements. But at the same time, my goal as a governor running in this race is to make sure that we discuss issues and really get down to the nitty gritty of what's going on and qualify these candidates that we usually vote for but don't really understand. Thank you, Adam, for subscribing. So my goal is in Harmony is to, if the two parties, we have Democrats and we have Republicans, and they all divide and conflict. And so my goal as a mediator is to try not to conflict and to listen and try to bring us back down to the middle so that we can have a discussion. I'm not sure if I can do this. I'm going to try my hardest to stay grounded and resolved on the campaign trail. And this is where I'm going to be in order for you to know the issues and what's going on. And I promise that I will tell you what's going on. I will alert you as to what every candidate is doing. And I promise to stay grounded and not pick fights and not divide, but to unite around common goals. And I've learned a lot in the last 3 races that I ran. I ran as a nonpartisan candidate for the DPS school board. I got 16% of the vote just sticking to my issue on literacy and being just real, just me. When I ran as a Republican, something shifted. In my district, we have a majority Democrat, and many Democrats said that they would vote for me if I wasn't a Republican. And something else shifted. My opponent lost 12% of her base. That's huge. In my district, Republicans normally win 24%, and Democrats win 75%. Well, in my 2020 campaign, Meg Froelich got 64%, and I got 32%. And it's because she lost some of her base. In the 2024 election, it was a Republican. I ran against a Republican and Democrat, and she pretty much did what most Republicans did. She got 24%. And you have to, when you're thinking about percentages, the higher the percent, the lower the voting population. The lower the percent, the higher the voting percentage, the voting rate. So there were less people voting, so she got more percentage. Meg Froelich increased her percentage by just 1 or 2% more. It was still, the number of people that voted were only 26% Democrat and 24% Republican. She got the Republican vote. That is the history of my district. And you got to understand that just because somebody got 75%, you've got to look at how many voted, because that will tell you whether it was a good race or not. And so, being that Meg has not been able to get 75% that Jeff Bridges got, that is sad. It means that people are dissatisfied with our election system. And if you agree, please comment below and let me know. Because I really do think that people, Democrats and Republicans, are just fed up with our current political system. And they do not trust. And so many people are not voting. In Colorado, we have 40% that are unaffiliated. 40% unaffiliated. That is huge. That means that people don't care whether they associate with Democrats or Republicans. And my goal is to bring back those 40% to voting for harmony. And I think I could do it if I stick to being authentic and truthful and real. And that's what people want. They don't want a performative person running campaigns. They don't want the same old slogans, the same old thing. They want something different. And I understand the Constitution. I understand the laws. It's not easy. Making laws is easy, but it's not easy making laws for everyone. And I stand here not to make people comfortable, but to make sure that freedom survives. Because I don't know about you, I worry about what's going underneath the dome. And right now we have 800 laws coming out this year alone. And that scares me. We have a law that they're trying to make a law to push back on executive enforcement. So if I were governor, they and I were not to sign a bill, then the bill automatically goes through and gets voted into law. Well, guess what? As a governor, if a law is unconstitutional, it's null and void. And it is my duty to stand against and to look at all the bills and to analyze them and make sure that they are constitutional, and they dot every I, they dot every, they cross their T's and they dot their I's. And that is my job, is to push back and to be for the people. My job is not to be have party politics, or to bow down to a party or an organization. My job is to bow down to you, the people, to the actual people who voted for me. I represent each individual in the state that is legal and voting age, and that has lived here for at least 6 months. My job is to listen and to push back and make sure that no law trumps on your rights. And as a paralegal, I understand the system and the way it works. So, any questions? There's no questions. I will call it a night. There's another bill that absolutely must be heard. 1312 is a bill that all of us must attend at the Capitol this Wednesday at 1:30 and sign up to testify, because it will hurt all parents. Every single parent can be hurt by this bill if not amended and tightened, so that if it passes, the courts cannot tyrannically usurp parental rights. Because every single person who has children can potentially lose their kids to the state. So testify, make sure that they cross their T's and dot their I's. And hope to see you at the Capitol. I will probably be there defending parental rights and testifying against this bill. And be bold, be emotional, and be strategic. And I'm going to tell you why you need to be emotional when you testify. Because Democrats, they don't listen to logic and reason. They listen to emotion. And emotions is what triggers them. But the bill, bringing it up, I will start trying to do more professional videos. So from here on out, I'm going to learn Riverside, and I will start streamlining my videos like a commentary. I haven't been able to learn YouTube and videos like I do writing. I'm a strong writer. You can know that whenever I write something, it is me. It is much more precise today than it used to be. So also I'm a mother, I'm a legal coach, and I'm a defender for families. And the bill 1312 may sound like protection, but it really, if you read it real closely, it's not. It's very dangerous, and it will take away your kids in custody if you file for divorce. So Go testify. Because we need to defend the vulnerable kids without destroying families. And this bill needs amending, serious amending, and before Colorado turns cautious, faithful parents into courtroom family, courtroom battles with no family can truly win it. So I don't want to tell anymore. I believe that you can find the bill on my LinkedIn page. I do articles there, and you can find it on X. And I'll keep trying to be precise as much as I can and draft work that lands well and is impactful. I apologize for my past errors, and I do make mistakes. In the last election, as I was learning, I did make a ton of mistakes in communicating, but I was learning. So we gotta learn somehow, you know? Anyways, talk to you later. Signing off. Good night.